Hello, and welcome to this Web Mountain Technologies tutorial. Today we're going to provide you with a quick introduction to the Web Mountain Technologies RUC-02. The RUC-02 is an update to our first generation RUC-01. Unfortunately, due to the functionality we desired to implement, we had to go with a different hardware platform on the RUC-02, so there is no upgrade path from the RUC-01 to the RUC-02. However, if you are an existing RUC-01 owner, and if you're interested in moving up to the RUC-02, contact us and we'll work something out with you. For those of you not familiar with our RUC units, our Remote Universal Controller, the RUC is a state-of-the-art home automation controller intended to act as an intelligent controller for a home automation network using Universal Powerline Bus or UPB automation products. UPB is a very popular home automation protocol that sends and receives commands over the existing power wires in your home. If you're familiar with X10, UPB is similar, but more like X10 on steroids. UPB is less susceptible to interference, will travel further, and has a much more robust protocol. UPB is ideal for low density and outside lighting applications. Using the RUC-02, a user can do the following. Schedule control of UPB devices. For example, turn on outside lights at sunset. Turn off landscape lights at 11 p.m. You can also control devices based on another command. For example, if a command is received to turn on a hallway entry light, wait 5 minutes, then send a separate command to turn the light off. You can also control devices and scenes from buttons on a control panel within a browser. Just press these buttons to perform the action, turn on or off lights. Use freely downloadable mobile apps to allow control from your mobile devices. The buttons used on the control panel are mirrored to the apps in a very aesthetically pleasing and functional interface. Apps are available for both Android and iOS devices. Easily access the RUC remotely and control devices and scenes. Use the RUC as an Ethernet PIM or Powerline Interface module and run Upstart, one of the most advanced programming, testing, and monitoring tools for an automation protocol on the market today. Using this, you can program, test, and monitor your UPB devices and network, both locally and remotely. If you are a professional installer or dealer, use the RUC to access your client's UPB network from your office. Make changes, troubleshoot, and monitor without having to do a truck roll. The RUC provides some very interesting dedicated testing and monitoring tools. You can manually send commands, you can view command logging, you can enable noise and interference testing and have those results emailed to you, and you can verify status of devices. Again, all from a remote location without having to be on site. You can set up home and vacation modes where these commands will only run if you're in a home or away, indicating that home looks like it's lived in while you're not at the house. You can send an email if a specific UPB command is received on the power line. Import the Upstart export file into the RUC and automatically populate selection fields, so it is very easy to set up triggers and actions. With the import of the Upstart export file, the RUC can now be the interface controller interacting with Amazon Alexa to allow voice control of your UPB devices. The controller provides common controller features such as password protection, ability to change passwords, DHCP or fixed IP addressing, sunrise-sunset calculations based on latitude, longitude, and time zone, reboot, reset, software updates, upstart export file upload, and very importantly, remote access without having to open a hole in your router's firewall or using port forwarding, therefore avoiding that security exposure. From a security standpoint, the RUC-02 uses challenging passwords unique to each individual unit. There is no common default password, so that if a unit is compromised, it only impacts that unit, not every installed unit. The passwords are challenging enough that hackers will probably give up and look for other targets. The remote access is secured and encrypted for security. This has been a brief introduction to the Web Mountain Technologies RUC-02. This is the first in a series of YouTube videos dedicated to the Web Mountain Technologies RUC-02. The next video in the series takes a user through the initial setup and installation of the RUC-02. We hope you'll choose to watch that video and view the entire RUC-02 video series. Contact us at sales@webmtn.com for more information.